Great. See you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the program. This is Skyline News, or live in Abuja, Nigeria.
Started, so I think it's a bit too late for you. So just writing for the ones against next year. Nevertheless, while you count those things you've not done, still count those ones you've done, and also count your blessings one by one.
And be grateful.
Yes, and be grateful, because in a country where kidnap has no an ultimatum of 90 days and changing service chiefs will not do the job. Well, it seems the idea has been taken up now, but in a different route. So presidency says, go and create something, create a strategy to eliminate the sponsors of this bandit terrorist acts and the terrorists themselves. So we are counting down, and we're hopeful that by 90 days they'll come up with something.
To type, those elections were moved by 6 weeks. To type, those elections were moved by 6 weeks. Well, people were divided at that time around the rationale behind that sort of reschedule, or if you like, shifting date and all of that. Sort of reschedule, or if you like, shifting date and all of that. For some, it was political. For some, it was political. It was the PDP at the time, the PDP government of to stagger the schedule because of insecurity, especially in the north. We need to look at that. Is it in Zamfara? Is it in Katsina? Is it in the northeast belt?
Sokoto.
Exactly, where you now have the Lakarawa. And they seem to be very despondent. I don't know where that's coming from. They seem to think that, look, vote buying is here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. And that's disturbing, because I'm wondering if we have a start. I mean, if there was an...
Now it has gone from bad to worse, and shifting the elections, I don't think
is the solution.
Is the solution. Now, a 90 days ultimatum has been given. They should come up with a strategy.
Right.
You know, they have been given everything they need. They have been given weapons for the past few weeks now. We've heard they've given weapons. They've given, the US have opened their borders for Nigeria, so now moving in and out is easy. So for the past few weeks, things have been in place for the military and the army to really take this to another level. At least, if not 100%, at least to 70%.
Yeah.
So if they're able to do this within, they come up with a 90 days ultimatum, and within a few, because I've heard how the military have been trained and given the right proper weapons, it won't take them up to a week to erase these terrorists. I've heard not one. We've had two people that have come here and have said the same thing. Now, if that is done, that means everything will be ready before the election, so there will be no need to shift the election date, because we keep shifting, though we don't know, it might take years.
And like you said, that is not the ultimate solution.
That's not the ultimate solution.
Incidentally, we need to take a quick break, because I see now you want to talk to us about vote buying. But then we look at vote buying, which is again a very disturbing monster in our electoral process in Nigeria. We saw that again play out in our show barely a fortnight ago. When we return, much more on the morning call. Please don't go away.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play.
We do appreciate you for staying with us here on the morning call on Skyline News in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. A while ago, Moreno and I were talking about some of the issues with our electoral process, and she was going to get started with the issue of vote buying. Just to establish that context again, you know, I had a governor in my state one time whose mantra was one man, one vote. And you have no idea how that sort of, mantra got people endeared to him, because they thought this is what we wanted, always wanted. And here's a governor who is championing that cause. But that governor became very controversial not too long afterwards, starting from 2012.
It always takes another turn.
Another term.
Yeah.
So you're saying the second term is the real test of a politician?
Yes. Normally in Nigeria, what we have seen so far, first term, you come and you do the little that the people are expecting.
Right.
For instance, the previous governor doesn't pay salaries. You come up, you start paying salaries, and
Clear all the backlog.
Yes. Sometimes they don't even clear the backlog. They just start paying from where the other one stopped, man. Then, there are no roads. You get to do the few good roads.
Right.
But second tenure is usually for packing up of all the money, because they feel after this period, I might not get to senatorship, because every governor is a trend
Retires to the Senate.
Every governor that comes after the 8 years, which is a must, except of a few hassles.
Right.
Everyone that comes after his 8 years retires to the Senate, and at the Senate they don't want anybody there again, except their bodies come off. Sometimes when their bodies go, they become the headmen in that state, or let me be polite.
The godfather of the politics in that
elder
state.
statesmen there. So second tenure, except for now, that we have seen a few states, quite a handful of a few states that have been trying to do having some efforts in the second term, and it's really laudable. So when it's second term and you're really working, everyone seems to praise you, because that's not the norm.
Right.
So Nigeria has to go from loving me, that's for the politicians, to loving my country. Honestly, I want to see what this country will be in the next 10 years, 15 years, with the little I have done on ground. Like I keep talking about the governor of my state. It's a second tenure.
Right.
And so far, heavy projects have all been paid for, and they are going on. And it's a second tenure. And I think there are some other states too that have been doing very well.
Right.
So I think this is what we should have for politicians out there.
Like you said, we need to see more of patriotism on the part of the political class, whether you're the governor, you're a member of the National Assembly, or you even represent your people at the state house, at the level of the State House of Assembly. Because whether you like it or not, service is what should serve the people, like the name implies, not what should serve your own interest alone. But you see, it appears we're having that conversation in vacuum for the most part, because at the end of the day, politicians are all about themselves. We're going to spend, for example, the next couple of months into the election proper, asking politicians what exactly will change in terms of the narrative that politicians advance at times like this, all right? Is this going to be the conversation around we're going to build roads, we're going to build schools, healthcare facilities, we're going to sink boreholes and all of that? What exactly should be the conversation in 2026, given what is happening across the world beyond the regular elements that politicians bring and put in front of Nigerians every day? Well, this is a long drawn-out conversation, no doubt about that. We're taking a break at this point. When we return, we'll turn to newspapers for you, look at big headlines here on the morning call. Please do stay with us.
Watch Skyline News on MyComsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
All right, let's take a look at the papers real quick for you, everyone. This morning, we're beginning the look at the headlines here on the front page of the Daily Times newspaper, one of Nigeria's oldest in this regard, 100 years and still publishing. All right, we'll begin from the top. Here has a picture of the on one hand, they say suspended, but we're hearing that from yesterday. He has become an impeached Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, right? Honorable Blessing Agbebaku. It says Edo Assembly converts ex-speaker's resignation to impeachment. I mean, just 8 days in between. Quite historic and dramatic. There you have one that says Naira rallies as $52.66 billion reserves boost FX firepower. The big one, Huriwa issues federal government 3-week ultimatum to probe Southeast killings. With a writer that tells us threatens to drag Tinubu to ICC if he fails. Huriwa is upping the ante in this case, but is Serap not doing the same thing? What difference have we seen? Okay. On a call, Nigerians not helpless slaves urges citizens to demand accountability. Maybe one way to start doing that is at the polls in 2027. Governor Mba accepts DTN at 100 Outstanding Governor Award. Well, all of those are some of the very scanty headlines you have on the front page of the Daily Times newspaper this Tuesday, 25th of August, 2026. Next is the Punch newspaper.
Yes, and the Punch newspaper at the top left says, poor varsity rankings could stunt Africa's growth,
of course,
says Jonathan. Yeah, and that's true. You can read more of that in page 12 of the Punch newspaper. Then next says, 2027 debate, Obi Amechi defer over subsidy. There has been a left and right concerning the subsidy, so everyone is taking sides.
With a lot of politics in between.
Yes. I wonder why it didn't come up until now. You know, Awujale, ruling house sues Ogun King makers. Back to Ogun State. Read more of that in page 28 in the Punch newspaper. Now, major headline says, terrorists using dead person's account, crowdfunding, NFIU. That's so sad. It has 3 riders there. Proxy account seems coded transfers used to move illicit fund, NFIU report. Terror commanders control account opened in names of wives, sisters, associates. Criminals networks exploit banking, telecom loopholes as experts demand tighter checks, intelligent sharing. Yeah, it's a way forward, but it's so sad. Now down here says, Ace actor Ogogo buried, Tinubu Abiodun mourn, page 7. He's an actor in the Nigerian industry. Now, 7 killed, 2 injured in Ogun crash. Next says NNPC partners advance $21 billion Bonga offshore project. You find that in page 20 of the Punch newspaper. That's all we have this morning. Then at the top beside the nameplate it says U.S. steps up military training for Nigerian troops. That's a fair news we're hearing.
It is.
It started
more like military cooperation.
Yes.
Right.
All right. That's in page 7. So you read more of all that in the Punch newspaper. Next, we have the Daily Trust.
Top left corner of the Daily Trust, everyone. It says 30 killed in attacks on 4 Niger mosques. Put it mildly, that's quite a pathetic story there. Governor Buni Tinubu's advisor donates 600 million for Jibui's varsity. 2027 meets the women seeking presidency. That's on page 40. So for those of you who say that it's all male dominated, now you can see a profile of women who have been supported very immensely by Moreno Haniel in this regard towards 2027. All right. Why Tinubu put back campaign cancel list? What's the reason? Well, you can find out on the front page of the Daily Trust. It continues the read on page 4. We understand that some of those persons on the list made it very controversial. For example, there has been very serious concerns around having somebody like Dr. Zakiosa Didiji, who is the executive chairman of the Nigerian Revenue Service, as a member of a political party's, a sitting president's campaign council. Well, on the one hand, people say he's a member of the APC, is the president's appointee, is the president's staunch supporter, but he's first and foremost an executive in an agency as sensitive. And what does that do to the credibility of the Nigeria Revenue Service? You can find out on page 4. Police honor 10 officers killed by bandits. Missing cyclist found dead in uncompleted building. Sad story on page 24. Just when you think you would find somebody who has been missing for a while, the next thing you know is they have been dead the whole time. Case over status of Made in Nigeria project in court. That's director. So, Moreno, if you ask me from what we've heard the last 72 hours about this issue, it will appear that this is not exactly the same thing as what we saw with the other agency that was said to be headed by Matthew Adeyemi, because this one appears to be a bit more legit, exactly. So they are probably even now surprised that they are being referred to as a fake agency. Well, that's what the chairman of ICPC told us.
Like the Nigerian method, it will either die a natural death or we eventually hear the outcome.
Crowd here as Senator Goje reaffirms APC membership in Gombe. The former governor has come out to say, look, whatever you heard about me defecting from the APC was a rumor. I'm standing gidigba with this party and the president, right? Those are all the headlines from Daily Trust. Read up details, stay informed, and then find perspectives as well. Up next, we have the Vanguard newspaper, and Moreno has those headlines for us.
It's the Vanguard at the top here says domestic petrol supply falls 20.6% to 25.8 liters daily, NMDPRA. Okay. People start queuing up now, sleeping at the fuel stations now. All right. Now, top right says, between filth and survival, the hard life along canal. This seems to be a special report, page 10. Fake agency, court order protects us, says DG, marked for arrest. Like we said, this seems to be a little more legit than the previous one. Now, Tinubu Abiodun orders more late actor Ogogo is buried. You can read more of that in page 7 for those that went for the burial and how it happened in the Vanguard newspaper. Now, major headline here says, opposition parties lash Yari over APC. APC will rule beyond 2031 vow. Well, Yari, the DG now, is making beyond even 2031.
Right.
So, now,
but the PDP told us it will rule for 70 years.
And it had opposition talking about it.
Yeah, but today we know better.
So you think APC is a boost?
Well, they will have to prove it. I think that's the much I can say.
With strong parties, as its opposition, especially the two major parties, I don't think they have the right to say such.
Besides, it's also the fair assessment of some people that, look, the APC is what it is today, largely on account of the Tinubu factor. So they say if you remove that variable, as it were, from the equation, it may not be this. Yes, it may still be in existence as a party, but not the same structure that you have today with the Tinubu element around it.
But maybe they have a point there. All right, the History Riders said it's an empty boast. Voters will decide. ADC, NDC, SDP, NNPP, that's the opposing parties.
Right.
He's overconfident, detached from reality. Ame and Okori says PDP 2015's fate await APC next year. So it's not for him to determine that. The voters will determine that. Now, below the picture there, it says, NBA confirmed Obi disagree with Atiku on fuel subsidy removal. Says management not enough to retain it. So the subsidy was actually built on very trusted agencies and administration. But so far it has been corrupted.
Dropped the ball.
Yeah, the corruption there was too much. So that is Obi's own take on it. Now, beneath it there say US warns Nigeria over fake document visa applications. Well, take note for those traveling. Underage drinking. NAFDAC begins street by street alcohol crackdown. So
it's getting more serious by the day.
Take watch, So that you find that in page 9. NKST Church rejects Benue ranching plan. Says 5,987 members killed, 753 branches destroyed.
That's a
I
lot.
think they have a right for that. They've been talking about that for the past 3 weeks.
Right.
Abuja lays tool. Royal family drags Ogun governor, kingmakers to court. Now that's the state.
Just when you thought there was closure and it was all over, but now the storm is brewing again, this time from a legal standpoint.
Yes, and it's all out. So you read all of that, and there's a picture of the memorial for the slain officers here. So that's all on the Vanguard this morning. You can read more of that. Next, we have the Nigerian Tribune.
Top left corner is where we begin from on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune for you. It says NNPC, Shell, others sign Bonga Southwest Aparo deal targets FID. Police honor 10 fallen officers as IGP vows to crush banditry, others after KB battle. Those details you can find here on page 26. 2027, that's a kicker. INEC yet to get full funding, 5 months to general election. Funding has never been an issue, so INEC needs to maybe take the chill pill, right? But again, we understand the commission doesn't want to leave anything to chance. The earlier the better, as I say, so we don't start falling over ourselves at the 11th hour, right? The big one tells us fuel subsidy sparks debate at NBA conference in Rivers. Showore, Amechi, Obi in theory exchanges. Return to fuel subsidy will reverse Nigeria's economic gains. Information Minister is the one countering former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's position. 2 killed as NURTW motor park officials clash in Osun. JAMB automates candidates' O-level results upload, begins direct verification with exam bodies. Nigeria lost $1.73 billion to flooding in 3 years. That's report. You see why governors in particular in this case must take NIMET's advisories very seriously. Yes. There's a bit about health here. It reads, climbing stairs linked to 39% lower risk of heart disease, death, says study. So we all have to move to some sort of high rise now. You need to move your office 2 stories or 2 floors higher.
That's already a floor high, so.
Okay. Now you're listening, apparently. All right, let's make progress, everyone. The last one here, also big. It says, Tinubu flags self-dualization of 56.5 kilometer Ibadan-Ijebu-Ode road, with riders saying, approves Ibadan-Abeokuta road reconstruction. We shall reciprocate in 2027. Ladoja, keeping Makinde out of road flag off is politics taking too far. That's Oyo State government they're talking. It's going to be very interesting. The governor is now a member of the APM. He wants to be president in 2027 on that platform. But it's a very prominent king in that place. Talking about Oba Ladoja, is a staunch supporter of the president. So we'll see how it plays out, because now he says that we will reciprocate, saying that we'll pay the president back in 2027. Well, those are your headlines. Pay yourself, first of all, this morning by reading up details from the Nigerian Tribune, today's issue, as we turn to the Guardian newspaper for you.
Now, the Guardian newspaper at the top left says, 2027, Nigeria needs faithful, not religious president, say Idowu Ferron, which is very true.
Right.
You find that at page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. In the middle here said, CDHR demands probe of fake government agencies. I think ICPC is doing a good job in that. But they will have to tell us what determines a fake agency. You find more of that in page 5. Now, next here says, Dangote halts blend stock, imports as domestic petrol supply falls by 21%. Sad. All right. Major headline, commuters, businesses groan as Edo Delta gridlock cuts off south. Well, the roads there are bad.
Right.
Very, very bad. Now, from the pictures, you can see how duplicable they are. Now, at the corner there, it says bank account for 92% of suspicious transactions filed in 2025.
That's according to the NFIU.
Yes, NFIU. Yeah. So you find out in page 15 of the Guardian how bandits use that. Now, beneath the picture there says, Obiso differ with Atiku over proposed return of petrol subsidy. This has been replicated in other newspapers.
Right.
States impose hidden fees on operators despite slashing ROW charges. All right. Osun State, 2 feared dead as violence rocks Ikire community, even long after the elections. Wow. Down here, the same, Awujale Fushe Buwa ruling house sues Abiodun Kingmakers over delayed selection. This has been replicated to Nigeria advances $21 billion Bonga deepwater project 25 years after discovery. You find all that in page 5 of the Guardian newspapers. Now, it has a lot of headlines, so you can go through it and read up for yourself. Next newspaper we have is the Nation newspaper.
All right. Let's look at the one at the top left corner. Governors won't have absolute control of state police. How true is that? Well, read up on page 2. How terrorism financiers hide funds by NFIU. That's quite a syndicated story today. All right. Says Ibadan Ijebu-Ode dualized road ready in 36 months. Minister says here that Nel Fund has disbursed 322 billion naira as student loan. That's quite a lot of money. And we are hearing that it's getting better with that initiative every day. We hope that is sustained. All right. Why coalition consensus failed by Atiku, Obi, Sowore. But now the G100 says we can still make something happen by way of seeing how we can present a single candidate, a consensus candidate. But the chances we hear too are very slim. I will retain subsidy removal if elected, says NDC candidate, apparently in reference to Peter Obi. Right here, you see crowd as former governor of Gombe State, Senator Ganduje. I should say Goje, saying that, look, I'm not leaving APC. I'm still here in this party. But you see, it's election year that's upon us, so you're going to see a lot of horse trading, alignments and realignments. Lastly, on the foot of the front page here, it says Tinubu leads tribute for Ogogo as Nollywood actor is buried. He got buried yesterday. The likes of veteran actors Jide Kosoko were all there to pay their last respect to a man they say, even though past 66, left his mark in the sands of time. Well, that's a wrap on the nation. Let's take a look at our penultimate paper this morning, second to last, Daily Sun newspaper.
Yes, beside the name template there on the right, Anglican bishop to federal government, stop denying hardship in Nigeria.
Right.
They've been saying that since
first it was Catholic bishops, now yes, Anglican bishop are reiterating the same point.
They've been saying that in the ears of the president for a while. At first it was going to bring a little fracas, but yeah, the Anglican bishops are saying it again. The hardship in Nigeria is real. All right. Stop decisive utterances, actions Tinubu wants Nigerians. Hinges country's prosperity on justice, equity, and mutual respect. A lot of banters up and down in the social media for different reasons, especially now that it's political time. Now, major headline here says APC will remain in power beyond 2031, boasts Yari, Tinubu's campaign DG.
Yeah.
Says Atiku Obi others incapable of stopping president. Well, you can read up on that. Is he right or not? But I think he's not right because he's just one voter. The rest of the voters in Nigeria has determined that. All right. Beneath the picture there says, return to fuel subsidy will reverse economic gain, says the federal government. Apparently, that's the minister. Ogun APC crisis deepens, leaders fight dirty. You read that in page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Now, next, U.S. pledges $125,000 to preserve 4,000-year-old Enugu iron smelting site. That's good news for Nigeria and Enugu too. Nigeria's external reserves gained $7.09 billion, hit $52.66 billion. Well, we can only hear of the dollars and billions. Hope it will pan out well in the lives of the common Nigerian.
Everyday citizens.
Yeah, so you find that in page 2 of the Daily Sun. That is all we have in the Daily Sun. So read up to get more informed. All
right. Now time to follow the money for you, everyone, on the front page of Business Day newspaper. Says kidnapping crisis worsens rural health workers shortage. Of course, that's a no-brainer. AFC targets $150 million fund to unlock Nigeria's domestic capital for infrastructure on page 31. Private capital bets on Nigeria's $4 billion steel gap. Another sector that we're not paying much of attention to. Then lastly is the big one here. Electricity subsidy trap leaves 9 of 11 discos on government life support. That sounds like some ICU situation, right? The writer tells us 3 trillion naira aid in 31 months. So the question, everyone, is is the model for these 11 distribution companies sustainable? Because one time there was the call for their licenses to be revoked. But then some person said it was some political elements who had vested interest, who wanted those licenses revoked. But can we take a second look at the way they operate, the model they are using, and the challenges they are faced with, so we can address these issues once and for all? Because the fear really is, there's the belief by economic experts that until Nigeria as a country gets it right with power, every other thing is going to, at best, be at a standstill, right? Those are all the headlines we have for you this morning, everyone. Do yourself a favor by reading up details to stay informed, find context and perspectives. Remember, too, that here at Skyline News, we do not contribute to these headlines. We just bring them to you exactly as published by their respective publishers. After this break, it will be time to bring you Sports Update.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on NightComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news.
Good morning, viewers, and this is Kickoff on Morning Call. I am Muhammad Musa. Co-host with me is Bala Katung, the legend of sports.
It's good to have me. Good morning.
Well, Mr. Bala, today we are going to be talking about the Falcons, but before then, let's talk about the D-Tigers preparations. Now they await their coach, Reina Wakama, who is still working with the Chicago in the U.S.
Yes, the Tigers have done well coming back from those defeats, and this time now they're getting the result. It's a very good one moving forward. And, even before she took over the job as the Tigers coach, she's been doing a lot in the NBA, and she has to go back. They need her services. And that's to tell you how good she is. If you're juggling between two jobs, you can tell how very important she is in the world of basketball. You could remember even in the last is in the Olympics when they went and the last tournament, and she was rated the best coach in the last tournament. You get it. So that's to tell you that we need to wait for her to come join the team, and it's a good one that she's coming back to join the team. And you know what it tells when we have her on the sideline. You can see what she's done over the years with the team, and I'm so happy that we are now in the winning ways, and this will fine-tune our last preparation to be able to go and make not just Nigeria but the whole of Africa. You know, when Nigeria is doing well in any event, the whole of Africa, the rest of Africa will want to key in and also make their mark. So it's a good one. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to see her back.
We know recently that the Tigers had a failure actually to see that they win their last game, but they couldn't. With the addition of Rena Wakama, do you think things might change?
Yes, that's what we've been talking about. Not having her is already a setback, and you can see now they've beaten the Chinese, and you know the Chinese have one big, we call them big men. There's no big woman in basketball, you know, but just to keep the records. You know, and now we also have, for the fact that we have a player that is also strong, like Nijanatu Musa, that is giving her a good run. And then with the addition of our own Wakama, I think they are good to go.
You think they are good to go?
Yeah.
All the way to the trophy?
Yeah. Why not? You never can tell. Let them go there first and do their game, win their games one after the other. And then let's see. You know, the last time we crashed out in the quarterfinal, and if not probably because we played the United States, maybe you never can tell, we would have get to the semis or even the finals. But it's a good one. Let's see how it works. The most important thing is keep improving in the game, and we're improving, no doubt. And it's a good one also that our league is back. So, and you know, you have to start from back home. It's not always trying to use ready-made players, but you should have a backup. You can see now we're 5-time champions in Africa, back to back. And then we're going to the world stage, to the Olympic stage. We should have a backup back home that anytime we can always replace. We shouldn't always look at foreign players. Why not make our basketball back home here foreign too, so that others can come and play, and then we'll have everything right.
Talking about the homegrown players, the NBBF games, Zenith tournament, it's playing already.
Yes, you can see it's been on over the week, and it started on the 16th. There was the Savannah conference back here in Jos, and they also have the Atlantic conference in Lagos, and it's just rounded up with MFM, former champions, unbeaten, 7 games unbeaten. They even shocked the defending champions. That's talking about Dolphins. Dolphins are even struggling right now. We also have First Bank struggling. These are the teams that have made their mark, like First Bank, have been champions back to back, and now they're struggling. That's to tell you that the basketball have come of age. You know, talk about, more especially in the women's basketball. You get it, but there's still a whole lot to be done because the league has not been regular. It has not been consistent. There's a lot of problem back and front. If not for the determination of some of these players, I think we won't even get here where we are now. And you can see the game is growing. People wants to play. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of young people want to play with what they've seen the Tigers have been doing, but back home here, the NBBF are sleeping. Yes, they are really sleeping, and they need to wake up. They are not doing the right thing. They start the league anytime they feel like. They don't manage it well. For the fact that they even have a sponsor, which is Zenith Bank for the women basketball, they should sit up, and that is why most sponsors will not come, because they are not doing it right. I must commend Zenith Bank for keeping the sponsorship over the years, and they've produced champions out of this league. They are also in the Tigers right now. So people like Nejanatu, Musa is a product of we also have someone like Nkem, who have also played in the national team. So I must commend them. They shouldn't stop. They should see how they can even improve on it, or maybe even take it to secondary schools now, sponsorship into secondary schools, so that it could be a developmental program.
Let's shift the spotlight to the Falconets.
Yes.
The Falconets are having issues with delayed visas to perform in the Under-18 World Cup.
I was just thinking this would be the thing of the past in Nigeria, where this visas issue will end. At this point, they've been in camp for months. I know when they resumed the camp again in Abuja here, and for now to hear this kind of issue, these are things that should have been sorted out like a week before their movement. And look at it now; they should be set to move. And you hear these kind of issues. That's tell you that there's a problem in the glass house. There's serious problem if these things will keep occurring over and over again. I'm not happy about it, and we need to keep hammering on them to do the right thing. I don't think it's a Polish government that has the issue, probably. But we'll follow the story and get to the root of the matter, because if there should be visas issued, then it's very possible that we've not done the right thing to prepare our documents very well. That's why,
as you already said, we have to follow up the matters and see where the hurdles or the lacuna is, because we can't say this or that without having facts.
Yes,
we deal with facts.
Yes, the story just came out. You get it. So we need to go deep and search and make sure we get the root of the matter.
Talking about facts, the DSS probes NFF quite again for 17 billion naira. Recently, ICPC and EFCC have invited some officials. About 12 billion naira is in talk.
Sometimes when you keep hearing about this money here and there, you'll be wondering, these are huge sum of money that these players should have. And their officials, they've done well for us. I'm not surprised that they went to the Nations Cup and they did badly. I must say, I don't even want to use they did badly. They gave their best. You get it. You can only give what you have. Yes, if you are not being taken care of very well, you're not motivated, you just say, okay, let me just go and play and give my best. But come on, when you know that there are funds that should get into your account and it's not there, you would kill yourself. Like we say in the local palace, that they should put body and play. Sometimes you have to put, even when you get it, but when you know you are not being taken care of, why will you put body and play? You get what I'm saying? You just say, okay, let me just give my best. Those collective effort will not always be there. Those team spirit will not be there. If you remember in the last Nations Cup tournament, we were 2 goals down. And some of the players were telling each other, see, we cannot lose this match. Myself, I was very optimistic, very sure that we came out victorious. That's why even after the first half, when we were 2 goals down, I was just still celebrating. I was watching in my living room, but I said, see, let me just go out of the house and make sure I celebrate it very well, because I knew we were going to still win. But you can see these days we play and we're in fear. Before the match, we'll be talking about mathematics, how if this team beat this team or this team lose, then you can see how difficult it was for us to qualify in that group. I started seeing the danger and the fear, the problem when we lost to what they call them now, in the first game. Was the team we played in the first game when we lost that match to them 3-2.
Cameroon, I think.
No, not Cameroon. Was this country from is it East or West Africa that also got to the final?
Malawi. We lost to Malawi.
We lost to Malawi. Already knew we're in for it, and you can see even the Cameroonians after the game, they knew that they lost to a good side. They didn't play well. You can see the respect. Those days we played teams like Cameroon, South Africa, and even the Zambia. And after the game, you see them like, these people have beaten us again. These people have come again. They've hammered us again.
Of course.
But you get it. But this time, they know, yes, it's still a good team, but they also gave their best. Those teams also gave their best, and eventually we lost to South Africa, lost to Cameroon.
Malawi as well.
You get it. I'm even looking at a team like South Africa that is not too good. If you ask me, even the Cameroon, it's just the spirit of their goalkeeper that kept them alive.
And if let's even talk about the Cameroonians. Actually, you see, their legends will be there, cheering them up.
Yes.
Despite not part of the team, even
yes. You see them coming to cheer,
people
but
like Samuel Eto'o and the likes.
Yeah, but he's the president of the federation,
of course.
So definitely he has to go there and support the girls. But the truth is that why not we see a lot of our ex-international, this tournament is being played in Africa. It's not like you have to spend too much to travel to Europe to be able to cheer. Come and encourage them. If the NFF are not doing the right thing, why not come? Some of them still have one or two they can even splash on them to you get it without even telling us. Recently, I learned even the Falconets got a gift from our own Pastor Sarah when they went to worship. It's a good one. It's a good motivation to these players. We want to call on more individuals, more corporate bodies to splash them with gift. Not when they go to tournaments and then you'll be saying if you score this goal or that goal, we'll give you this. It's called distraction.
It even kills the spirit.
Yes, it causes distraction because some players will not do what they need to do because they want to score or they want to overdo, and then we get into problem. Cheer them up, give them these gifts before they move. Go to their camps, visit them in their training and check. Yes, if you're not allowed to get into the pitch, you can watch their games from outside. You get it. It's not when the competition has started proper, you say, this person didn't do well or that person didn't do well. When you go to the field, you will know if the NFF have done what they're supposed to do or when or they've not done. You should ask questions, not until when our teams get to tournament and then we start hearing revelations and then we start complaining when we didn't check in the first place. Yeah.
Probes upon probes. Before it was ICPC and EFCC.
Yes.
12 billion we're talking about. Where do you think is the corruption coming from?
Come on, it's obviously from the glass house. Where is it coming from? From members of the NFF, their president and the other members. Where from the secretary himself, he should be called to explain where's the money going for. Is the money not? Is he not in charge of the money?
One thing is that the money we're talking about are going for the players and the technical staffs. But
yeah, the crew.
What's going on? Because the money was given to them since 2024.
And you hear over and over again that sometimes you hear even from the NSC that there's a fund that came in and they've cleared we had that before they went to the last Nations Cup, talking about the Falcons now. We had that from the NSC chairman.
Yeah.
Yes, that they've cleared, so they are going to this tournament to concentrate and play. But now you are hearing a lot of revelations. You hear that they've not paid them for over a year. Come on, who does that?
That's a very far back because the money given to them by President Bola Tinubu was 2024. It was a federal government intervention fund.
Yes.
For sports. Now people are even agitating that the government should stop sponsoring sports.
No, come on, but everywhere in the world, government still have a hand in sports. It's just that they do it the right way. You put it in the structure, you make sure you have good stadiums, you do what you're supposed to do to put the normal thing, the things you're supposed to do. Like with the studio here, things are being put together, you get it. If things are not being put together, we won't be on air, you get it. We won't be on set, you get it. And then by the time we keep doing the right thing, sponsors will come, you get it. More intervention will come to see how the program grows. But if the structures are not right, then we're in trouble. And that's what we say. This government should put in the structure, not splashing money when they start complaining one way or the other, but put it from day one. Make sure that everything is right. If it's accommodation, make sure the accommodation is right. Not when they are in competition, they're juggling, where do we lodge these players? Which camp did they go? You get it. It's a good one that I think they're building hostels now in the Moshood Abiola Stadium and some new pitches. But sometimes you do these things and you don't maintain them. You don't make sure they're in right. Okay, look at, there was a time I learned even Dangote splashed some good amount of money to make sure the main bowl of the Moshood Abiola Stadium is in the right order. And if you go there now, it's not in the right order. You get it? We don't have a permanent home ground for our national teams. You get it? You don't see that in Europe. You don't see that anywhere in the world.
But recently,
you always hear it in Nigeria.
Recently, the NFF president was awarded as the president with infrastructural developments.
Yes, because they just started building now. You get it? The
award is like pro.
Yeah, because they just motivate. Just motivating him with what he's doing right now. But the truth is that do it well, do it at the right time, and don't But you don't start building infrastructure and you forget the other parts where you need to motivate the players, where you need to pay their allowances, what they need. See, come on, you can't play with empty stomach. Like they said, stomach infrastructure. You need to make sure that is in order. You need strength to play the game. You need to feed well. You need to take care of yourself. You need to move around the proper way. Our players shouldn't be moving and rickety buses or flying low class. You get it. These are superstars that are representing the country. Come on, Nigeria is not poor. You and I know we're not poor. You get it. Nigeria is not a very rich country, but come on, we say we're not rich. If we manage our resources well, then come on.
Nigeria is a rich country.
Yes, no doubt about it.
Well, let me just keep it for that. For that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, the discussion continues. Welcome back. This is the kickoff. And the discussion continues. We were talking about the DSS probing NFF, but not just the DSS, ICPC and EFCC as well. Mr. Bala, you were saying that Nigeria is not a rich country. I go against that actually. Nigeria is a very rich country.
I didn't say we're poor. I only said, yes, we're not very rich, but if you look at it, we're even rich.
We are rich.
You get it. Yes, it's just that we don't manage our resources properly, and that is why we get into this.
I think we are rich because
yes, I'm not saying we are not rich. We are rich. We are rich. The problem is that we don't manage what we have properly. That's why we look as if we're poor. We go to competitions. Sometimes you see that at the point I even had that we went to a competition, I had to borrow the bike, a cycling to cycle.
If you can recall, during an AFCON game, there was a time when we went for a qualification.
Yes.
The Timen's Super Eagles and hotels were the problem.
Yes, it has happened over the years, not just today, right from even when we won the Atlanta 96, there's a lot of revelations that came out, how they struggled with hotels, struggled with feeding. So that's tell you that our stars have been suffering for so long, and because they are not talking, a lot of them have not been talking. Some of the big ones have not been talking. They only started talking right now. That's why we know about it. That is why it has continued over the years. And that is why what I saw recently in the media, that some of these players are ready to talk to the authorities. They want to spill the beans. They want to say what happened, how they've not been treated well. And it's a good one. They should keep talking, because when you see something, you say something. If you don't say, whose fault? You get it. So they need to come out. Let them begin to talk so that this whole thing will change. Because once it keep being in the hidden, it's not in the public, then people cannot help. Nobody can help this situation.
What do you think is the problem? Is it the system, or is it something else?
But that's the system. Like I said earlier, it's been happening over the years. The system is like a normal thing. It's like, see, we've been doing this thing. These players will not talk. And sometimes when they talk, they sanction you because you are the only one that made the noise. If you are the captain, they remove the captain band from you and give it to another person. You get it? At the point I was even wondering, Aziza Oshola, except if she has some character problem, should be the captain. But because they know she's maybe big, she has money, She can talk to them. Why she should be the captain since he's still playing. Why should it be Ajibade? You get it? Yes, she's still a very good player and she has authority in the team. She can talk to everybody in the team and they'll listen. Because if it's money, she has the money. If it's fame, she has it. If it's playing football, she can play. So I don't know how they got to the point that Ajibade is, I'm not saying, with all due respect to Ajibade, she's a good player. She speaks very well too, just like Azizat. She can face any crowd. She can face the press as well. But why should it be Ajibade? I think there's a foul play somewhere. If you ask me, you get it. I'm just saying, you get it. But you see, when the authorities know this person can challenge us. This person can tell us the truth. They try to relegate you. You get it, so you don't have a voice. And this has to stop.
Going forward,
Yeah.
how do you think this problem will be
Yes,
solved?
as the probe is going on, let it be in the public. Whoever stole the money should bring it out. It's not like the days we hear that snake swallow it. I don't think any snake swallow these funds. Let the funds come out. Let this money get to the players. And that's why I must commend Pastor Sarah that said, see, she's not giving money to anybody. This money is going straight to the Falconets account. They worshipped in our church. Last Sunday, I got from a rival source that they were there and she was happy. Her spirit moved. And she said, come on, let me splash you guys before you move and make us proud. Let the money always go to the account straight. You get it? Yes.
get it.
I think we should start doing something from the presidency direct. If they cannot keep our money and give it to the players, let it go from the presidency direct to the account. Yes, the football is a big business. The funds can be coming out from the presidency. Who said it's a crime? Yes, let them manage the football because that they are meant to manage it. But since they cannot give a good account for the funds, then the funds stop going to them. Yeah.
Well, we're not in the era of the python that swallows money. This money should be back and it should be used for what's much needed for the players, technical crew, and others. Well, with this, it brings us to the end of Kickoff. Co-presenting with me is Balakatu
Thank you for having me.
Muhammad Musa. I'm saying goodbye for now.
Watch Skyline News on MyComSat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Skyline News on Mycomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Sky News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Mycomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
Watch Skyline News on Mycomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
You can watch Skyline News on Nightcomsat and Free TV. Stay connected wherever you are by streaming us live on the Free TV app, available for both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Skyline TV News for breaking news, updates, and exclusive content. For more information, visit www.skylinetv.ng. Skyline News, beyond the headlines.
A while ago with the sports update. Remember that the team will be back here at 11 a.m. Nigeria time to bring you a 1-hour stretch of sporting activities from all across the different segments. We've talked about politics and, of course, insecurity, then the need to tackle this challenge so it doesn't get worsened because of election. For many people, rhetorics like the one we heard from Senate President Godswill Akpabio at the time, saying that, look, it's election period and such, the issue of insecurity will abate after the election, can be very disturbing, because we know from today we still have, give or take, 5 months to the election proper. But we have a collective responsibility to fight this monster called insecurity.
Yes.
Don't we?
We do. See something, you say something. Don't
Right.
wait till you're taken or wait. And, you know, many people will say these people are living amongst us, and some people know it. So when you see something, you say something. And now that the presidency is backing up and the military is working hard to make sure that this is a thing of the past, which we're hoping. When you see something, you say something. Because some time back, we heard that the people in Sokoto were crossing the rivers to get a safety net.
Right.
You know, because they have written to them that they are coming in. And, you know, to have that effrontery to write to someone that we're coming to kill your loved ones, to kidnap you. I mean, they really have some confidence in there. But now the NFIU has come out to say, we know how this accounts are now managed. We know how they get these funds, you know. So I think it's one step ahead. And we're hoping that with the 90 days ultimatum, there'll be a lot of strategy, correct, nice design strategy that will overtake these people and will eliminate them once and for all.
Brilliant. Well, that's what we're leaving the program for you today, everyone. Remember that Nigeria belongs to us all, and what we do to see the Nigeria that we all yearn for, desire, is a responsibility we have to be collectively and individually taking on a daily basis. I'm Uyi Agumofwegwe. Thank you for watching the morning call here on Skyline News.
And I'm Maureen Ohaniel. Do have a very lovely afternoon. And don't forget, you're responsible for your votes. Do stay with us.